Hey everyone, this is Jungkook. Before anything else, tell me where you're tuning in from, drop your country in the comments. I never imagined I'd reach a moment where my own breath would shake just trying to speak a name, where saying it out loud felt like setting off quiet explosions in my chest. I didn't expect this day to come. This isn't about drama or a split-second choice. This is about something I've carried for years like a secret tucked behind a practiced smile, a weight I made invisible because I learned how to dance like it wasn't there. But I've dragged this truth with me everywhere, on every stage, at every shoot, through every celebration. And I'm done pretending I'm fine with pretending. It's time to talk. Like most things we hide, this didn't begin with a plan to confess. It began with one unexpected moment. That night, Taehyung looked at me, not annoyed, not suspicious, just deeply aware. His eyes weren't demanding answers, they were asking for honesty. And in a voice so soft it felt like he was scared he'd break something fragile, he asked, "What are you hiding from me, Jim?" And in that second, something inside me shifted. Not loud, not dramatic, quietly, the way snow muffles the world right before it buries everything beneath it. I couldn't answer. I smiled, looked away, muttered something about being tired. But inside, something had already started to unravel. I've stood in front of thousands, smiling through exhaustion, performing joy on cue. I learned long ago how to swallow tears until I'm alone with blackout curtains and no one but my own breathing to witness me. But I couldn't lie to the weight in Taehyung's voice. And worse, I couldn't lie to myself anymore. Because the truth wasn't about him. It wasn't about the others. It wasn't even about Jungkook. It was about me, about the version of myself that pretended to feel nothing while feeling everything. In this industry, silence is safety. You're taught to be grateful, not vulnerable. You learn early that softness gets weaponized, that transparency becomes rumor fuel, that closeness can twist into misunderstanding. So we adapt. We joke, we deflect, we perform. And at some point, that performance becomes the mask you show even to yourself. I didn't realize how long I'd been living like that until Taehyung's question echoed through the parts of me I avoid. It forced me to look back at everything, every conversation with Jungkook where I held myself back, every hug I released too soon, every charged silence I tried to pretend was nothing. I finally understood that my silence wasn't bravery. It was fear. Fear of what the truth might do to him, to me, to all of us. Part of me wanted to keep pretending forever, to protect what we built by burying anything that could shake it. But another part of me, a part I've ignored for too long, was done hiding. Done compartmentalizing love into something silent. Hiding doesn't protect, it isolates. And I've never felt more alone than I did pretending everything was fine. The members see more than I say. Namjoon notices things without asking. Jin jokes in ways that land too close to my truth. Hoseok tries to make me laugh when he senses I'm folding inward. And Taehyung, he doesn't let questions go. He'll come back to them until I answer. And then there's Jungkook, the one who's always looked at me like he sees past the walls I build. He doesn't pressure, doesn't pry. He just waits. Patient. Steady. A presence that feels like home and danger at the same time. I don't know how he hasn't stepped back. Maybe because I never let him see how deep this goes. Maybe he already knows. Maybe he feels it too, unsure what to do with it. There's a pain that doesn't shout. It rests quietly in the spaces between words, in harmonies that feel too intimate, in interview jokes where I avoid his gaze, in late nights when he falls asleep beside me on the couch and I pretend his shoulder brushing mine doesn't make my chest ache. It lives in all the almosts we never touched. For the longest time, I convinced myself that being the dependable one meant swallowing anything that complicated our bond. But I forgot I'm human. I forgot that longing doesn't disappear just because you refuse to name it. When Taehyung cracked that vault, what spilled out wasn't just emotion. It was grief, for all the moments I muted myself, for the years I thought loving him silently was the only way to keep us safe. I don't have all the answers. I don't have a dramatic reveal. I only have this truth: I love him. Not as a brother, not as a teammate, something deeper, something I've never had the courage to describe. Maybe he doesn't feel the same. Maybe he does. But this isn't about his response. It's about honesty. And honesty doesn't destroy real love or real family. If it does, then maybe it wasn't real to begin with. This is a goodbye, not to him, but to silence. To fear. To the version of me who thought love only counted if it was hidden. What comes next, I don't know. But I know it won't be silence anymore. After finally saying it out loud, I expected a storm. Instead, there was stillness. A quiet so full it felt louder than any stadium. I didn't tell Jungkook directly, my courage isn't there yet, but releasing the truth into the world changed something inside me. I could finally hear myself again. It made me revisit everything. The late-night practices where he stayed behind just to dance with me. The mornings with shared coffee and shared silence that somehow felt like language. The day in Busan when he said he felt safe with me. I tucked that away like every other fragile moment I didn't dare touch. I realize now that maybe I never needed permission. I spent years hoping the feeling would fade if I ignored it long enough. But love doesn't dissolve because it's inconvenient. It reshapes itself. It hides under loyalty, friendship, sacrifice. But it never leaves. And now it's louder than ever. I'm not angry at myself for waiting, I'm just sad for the moments I was too afraid to fully live. Sad that I thought silence was protection when it was really distance. Sad that I erased parts of myself to keep something intact that might have been able to hold the truth all along. What matters now is that I'm done editing myself to fit expectations. I'm stepping into the open, even if it's messy, even if I stand alone. If this journey leads me to speak directly to him someday, it won't be to force an answer. It'll be because honesty is the only way forward. Because love, in its purest form, isn't about possession. It's about presence. Witness. Gratitude. So here it is, clearly, I loved him. I love him still. And for the first time, I'm not apologizing for it. Maybe he'll hear this. Maybe he won't. Maybe he already knows. But this moment, this truth, is mine. And I'm finally ready to stop running from it.